Trouble's brewing, and I'm without my friends.
No witch or wizard will be spared. Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Perhaps you can help me.
Hello. Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a
居然
trail to be precise.
红妹来了，你看她来了。
Battling the old troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away
你知道我昨天打那个
flying about.
僵尸，然后应该说我去那个狼的巢穴，他听得到，狼的巢穴，然后我打完那2只狼，
居然还有僵尸。
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
哦，是哦，是连通的。
Where do you suggest I search first?
哦，按照关麦，反正就是狼的巢穴要打那个，要打狼，然后我打了一只黑狼、白狼。
Very
对，
well.
我
I
按
shall
照
take a
关
look
麦
if I can find the
狼
time.，
然后 它里面有4只僵尸，然后他说僵尸怕火，所以我一直都打不死。然后我想说，好算了，就不理他。然后看到后面有个箱子，就用那个扫出箱子，然后想说哦箱子，然后我就过去，然后箱子的前面有藤蔓，藤蔓也要烧掉。所以应该现在有声音吧？为什么变成有锁？
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
用滚的下楼梯。他们在吵架。
A rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track. Revelio.
哦，是刚刚的支线顺便接到的。小屁哦！到底要走哪？哦，结果就在这，害我在那边看地图。
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
终于可以学到火了。
Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments.
对，我真的
As
需要那
such,
酷酷
you
的
are to
烧。
learn Incendio, the fire-making
那
spell,
眼睛
handy
一直
for
在
lighting
看我。
torches, burning away spider webs.
没
And
错，我知道这
when
些
necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us
功能。
harm.
Sounds versatile.
对，没错
Right.，
非常
But
的
before
广
we get
泛。
started, I'd like you to
狼
complete
的
a few
巢穴
tasks.
还会有僵
You may
尸，
be surprised by
然
some
后
of them.
箱子前面还
Astonishing
会有
how
藤
much
蔓。
students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Professor, could you remind me what I'm to do before I can learn Incendio?
Certainly. Complete the list of tasks I provided. Then come and see me. At that point, I will teach you the fire-making spell.
所以他还是没告诉我。好，看起来超远的。哦，是这样。我等下打开，让你看一下我世界地图。现在这边都跑过了，这边都点了，这边不能点，这边已经是地图的边界，可能要学到什么才能过去。然后 这边，你看，超大。然后我昨天跑到这边的时候，我觉得我好累。到处去点火，但是我不会火。
Revelio.
哎，这个不错，试售自己。偷听人家讲话。哦，有个箱子。你知道我现在几等了吗？可以看啊，你看。喂，怎么看？应该不是设定吧？收藏，挑战。地图，应该不是地图。装备，哦，15等了，笑死。
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
我昨天解了一个支线真坏。
How does crossed ones work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree.
我
Besides,
需要那个
in
酷
crossed
东
ones,
西。
you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Perhaps later.
Come back when you're feeling up to it, if ever.
对，我昨天解了一个支线，超好笑。应该是说，他就是在一个湖的旁边，然后他就说，我们家有祖传的星盘，然后，但是就是他祖父母渡过那个湖的时候，就好像突然之间出事，
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio.
突然之间出事，所以就跟那个星盘也就跟着就是没了，这样。哈，我是要，哦，我的主线就是要去打架，哦，好吧，然后他就说可以帮我潜水过去，就是帮我捞出，看看能不能捞出我的就是家里的祖传星盘。然后，
Hello, Lucan.
因为
I
他
wanted to
他
talk to
爸
you
说
about crossed ones.
你不可以，
Ah, look who's back. So,
你们不可以再
care to
去
step into the ring?
那个湖了，因为那个湖
Spectacular!
现在很危，他就觉得那个湖很危险，他不想要就是在其他人再去受伤，这样就想说祖传星盘就
We'll
算了
make
这样。
you regret signing up.
哎，我已经打了多少战了？都15等了。然后我就下去。 然后我就下去帮他找到那个星盘，就是他就说哦，如果你就是那个星盘，就是你潜下去，如果捞到其他东西就算了，就是都给你，就是你捞到东西都给你，但是星盘希望你可以给我，还给我，这样。
fact, the second jewel is
然
ready
后
when you are.
我就去帮他捞回来
And
了嘛。
as a
然后
fully
拿给他的时候，他有
initiated
3个选项
member,。
第一个
you
选
now
项
have
是
access
拿
to
去
the
吧，
official
第二个
Crossed
选项
Wands
是
training dummy.
给你可
Very
以，
good way to master spell
但是
combinations. Come
你要
and
给我
see
一点
me, and
报
I'll
酬
set it up.
然后第三个
Again,
是
congratulations
你的
on
星
your
盘
first
看起来
Crossed
真不
Wands
错，
victory.
我就拿
Well
手
fought.
咯。所以呢，我就选了第
Hope to see
三
you
个
back here again.
然后他就超生气的，就直接走掉。然后说：“啊，我真没想到你是这种人。我爸说的这种，我爸说不可以去，害我们失去了我们的祖传星盘。然后他就说你又不会用，你要星盘干嘛？但是我需要那个酷东西，
Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is.
酷东西。然后我就拿到了星盘，然后我去查别人的，他也是拿到那个星盘。”他也是，就是他是选第二个，但是你要给我报酬。然后他说他一样拿到的东西，他跟我拿到的东西一模一样，都可以吧
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
他跟我拿到的东西一模一样，所以你不管还不还他，就是拿到的东西。
Apologies in advance.
为什么他们有3个？可以了，可以了，不需要。哦，他被我打到上面去了。
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Actually, I might come back later.
Suit yourself. I'll be around when you're ready.
他好无聊，他好闲，就站在这边。他要我干嘛？哦，要练习。可恶。
Hello, Lucan. I'm ready for practice.
Glad you're keeping at it. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. You'll get
怎么
it.
躲不到啊？
That was something.
为什么锁不到他？啊？为什么我锁不到他、欸？哦，他要我在这个时间内。哦，是这样。哦。
That's it. Good one.
哎呀，按太快。
Next time, perhaps.
1、2、3。
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
是，好，我要去学火焰怎么用啊？
Assignment's all finished.
教授是在哪来着？这里。
I doubt Scrivener would stand for that.
But if I said it was for an essay for history of magic, how could she refuse?
谁在拍手？
She would say no. That's how she could do it. Only sounding much more terrifying. Like an angry Kneasel. Or a theft hoof. Or perhaps a manticore that had lost a cub.
Yes, I think we get it. Oh, it's just that I heard that fourth year saying she'd had a peek in there the other day.
Not that one who makes things up.
No, not that one. Her friend.
这边越来越大声，到底是谁？谁那么无聊？我看你打了一堆乱码。对啊，到底是谁在拍啊？不要跟我说是教授，进来就没有了。
Revelio.
不要跟我说是这些纸鹤，应该不是吧？到底是谁啊？到底是谁在拍手啊？猫吗？
Quite the aroma in there.
雕像。到这里就没了。还有哪里？那个雕像不是就只会？
It's always so warm and lively.
Revelio.
我放弃。教授是在哪来着？气死我！好吵，不要再拍了。为什么教授这么远啊？到底哪一个点才是离教授最近的点啊？奇怪，我看他很近啊。就是那个多多石仔。
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor?
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Good work.
Oh. 好强！ 我需要这个火，太棒了！已知用火。对，啊，不是这里。哎，烧到桌子了。这边没有拍手嘞，刚刚是坏掉是不是？不拍了，不拍了。哎，不是厕所，为什么厕所会有这个
？Don't tell me. That's Muggle fashion, isn't it? Can always tell.
吵死了
How nice to see you, my young friend.
哦。这是谁
Revelio.
下面吧，不管。
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Mm. 为什么很震动啊
Revelio. What are you up to now?
哇，他不怕火，而且这边的厕所怎么都在船点旁边。是上楼吗？好像是。是下楼。我好不会看路。哦，他有画。太多楼梯了吧？
Revelio. Lumos.
先去这边看看。应该不用开门吧
？Revelio. Lumos.
哎。
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
转。
Even if I knew how to get
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books, so do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
他好皮哦，难怪叫皮皮鬼。
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Revelio.
我觉得我可能会需要对照，感觉修东西要修的时候再用。
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
灭幻视的时间多久
？I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
I shall pretend I cannot see you.
Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Revelio.
Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
哦，可以摧毁一些装备。哦。L3。算它有60块。
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
你们说，他激动。回来开这个箱子。哦，哎，几屁哦！好烂，这就是刚刚那个跳来跳去的事，不能滚哎！偷偷摸摸，这箱子也没注意到。
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Type.
They shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
机车哎。
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Oh.
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it.
我刚刚要先去卖了。要16人才能带。该不会只按1次吧？真的假的？不要不要
Revelio
进来的方式不对。哎，这边有个箱子，哦，刚好有个漏掉的箱子，好巧，太巧了。呼吸声，哎，真的不能再开了。哦，我错过了。我先把下面这个换成了火。
Revelio.
啊，怎么过去啊
Revelio.
这个箱子。
I need to wake up that rune over there. I wonder if I can hit the rune with a spell. I wonder if I can hit the rune with a spell.
Huh. Oh. 我很不喜欢用这个苗哎。
Revelio.
等一下，为什么后面突然有东西？为什么声音乐突然间变得很惊险？好可疑。有敌人。
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
这我已经知道了，笑死。对，因为我有靠这个打赢僵尸，但是要打超级久，才能弄，就是右下角有那个蓝色的条要满了才可以，还有2个。为什么我看你现在字才跳出来？而且是跳刚才的，怪，是这样。那里有个箱子。
Revelio.
太锁着哦。
Revelio.
会掉下去会数掉吗？对。好，我在哪？这是哪里？哦，我又回来了。但我刚才没过去来。
Revelio.
好可疑。
This must be the way forward. But to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
哦，箱子。怎么打不开我的背包啊？戴绿帽。 是这个好看。
Revelio. Leviosa. Incendio. Leviosa.
It is a book after all.
正走路。可以看到别人记忆的盆子。
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
糟，那鬼。为什么它地图显示有箱子，我却没看到？哦，是这个箱子。
I've always said travel broadens the mind.
他发现我。好多钱。 居然就要等他再有免费的了。感觉就是走进去就有剧情，不然不会刚刚要在那边等待。
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have
Hey.
a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
你居然拿着我偷去！
That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Incendio!
啊，教授的火大，好像有点太大。
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Hmm. 我去过了。 我去上课，不管他，是让他自己
Professor
在那
Fig
边
and
等。
Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you. Then proceed to see me in my classroom.
房子里面的我没有每一间都去，每个点都去开。 因为在房子里比较容易用。哎
Revelio.
When Helen said draw a thestral, how was I to know you don't draw?
Revelio.
You see Gareth Weasley will be better at such figuration, considering his arms is just the thing.
I really have made...
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did our meet tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Revelio.
Rid of all the Muggle-born students. Too much to hope for, I suppose.
Revelio.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainted acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
听起来像曼德拉欸。
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
把耳朵塞住了，怎么听到的？ 不能再。有蜜蜂。
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket.
他不能在拔出来之前先讲吗？ 哦，好方便。
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see, how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the Dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
中国有人跟人。
Done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
这是那个帮我闯入禁术区的吗？还是谁？
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Oh.
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And, Ravenclaws too. At least you did.
那如果你是那个史莱哲林，他会讲什么？好好奇。应该会说什么？哦，也是有好的啦。
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
那怎么丢 ？L1 点击，火超多。好 ，L1。哦，这样，然后。
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
对，好凶啊！
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse.
我买超多，它超好用，但我没用过。
Chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
它爆了，我婆婆买。哎，哇！可恶，我浪费一个，去咬人。会咬我吗？ 应该不会吧，我丢的。它好凶哦！它牙齿好尖。
Revelio。
这边还有什么可以偷的？嗯，走这。
I wish Hogwarts would teach us how to become animagi. They do at Wagadoo.
With that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary as
My sister.
好像也没多远。
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Also. 它的什么是蓝色的
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir.
我的也是蓝色的
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Professor Sharp said that Wigan-Weld potion can treat...
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Fine job brewing your first Wigan-Weld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you.
他也是会师姐
Are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Why?
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
哇，这羽毛还会飞跳。看一下有什么没拿，拿烂，偷。
Prepared witcher wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Efficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be
我收集了超爆多东西，为什么我没有这个斑点老？就这样。
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it!
Dragon tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor again.
害人家被扣分，好坏。
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
他是不是在害我？
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Hi.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp wasn't happy. Leave me out of your grand plans next time.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully he's already forgotten about it. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
他在搞。
My robes are going. I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a fellow Ravenclaw. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Professor Sharp didn't seem as impressed as you are.
Don't take it personally. Professor Sharp wouldn't be impressed by a troll reciting the tales of Beetle the Bard backwards. And in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever.
哎，好像是这个人哎，好像是这个女的。对，好像就是她，就是我偷了她的传家星盘，笑死！要去上课了。哎，不是走这里，迷路。像学生一样生活，直到费格就说回来。
Revelio。
对，想到一件事，昨天的。 那个箱子我还没开呢，好像在。好像是这个吧？哦，是。那个吗？好像不是。
How nice to see you, my young friend.
超进入。哦，这个不行。
You let things catch your eye too easy, my friend.
Revelio.
Full of the feathers of any mere pigeon that crosses you.
好像不是这里。
I'd rob my own father if there were galleons in it. Not my mother, mind.
I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Aaron Shear isn't worth the time. No Incendio! Pray for that.
Stupefy.
You will pay for your deed.
Incendio!
Incendio! Come on, you're too afraid to fight back. What have you done?
好，已经满了。对啊，所以我不能带更多的补，不要
Revelio
满，所以可以随便喝，这我也不能捡。破坏
Revelio
香油钱。好像石头撞来撞去的声音。这个我到现在还不知道是什么。这看起来是钱。这不是这里，那到底在哪？这个吗？不是。算了，先去杀蜘蛛，气死我了！但好像不知道打不打得赢。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Hello again, Mr. Thistlewood.
Oh, it's you again, my favorite Hogwarts student. Never attended Hogwarts myself. In fact, I've never been more than a stone's throw from our humble hamlet. Now, how may I be of service?
You never wanted to get out and explore the world around you.
Hard to believe, isn't it? Especially for someone so young. But no, some folk just aren't born with the need to wander. My sister Helen, on the other hand, she saw some of the world in her time as an auror. But I'm happy here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, how can I help? I'll be able to put that to good use. Thank you. I hope to see you again soon. That troll's gone, thanks to you. Our very own troll vanquisher.
Revelio.
这个跟你箱子是哪一种？蜘蛛吧。是狼。
Incendio. Leviosa.
跳不上去。我觉得要先存档。
Incendio.
手给烧掉。按错。
Cursed fiends, Revelio.
Ew.
This castle.
Incendio. Leviosa. Revelio.
Yeah, that's the challenge.
Incendio.
骚扰，这个蜘蛛丝。
Revelio.
这是。剥皮。好了，没有，好像什么事都不能做。好了，去找他了，勉为其难。哎呦，看到了，他是在哪等我啊？现在就这。哎，我一直按到。
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili Land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Off on another
adventure. I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a dox's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
There you go. Way to get yourself killed.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Oh.
Time to teach the... I'm not going anywhere. You take this student out of my destiny!
You just wait. You're going to regret that.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Revelio. Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl. See what happens.
怎么放？重点是怎么放？哦，用我忘了，不是。
Revelio。
哦，对，没错，是这个。好像不是吧？啊，怎么放？不太懂。哦，是这里，笑死！好随便。
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious.
Beard! The flames make the pyres sink.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
所以这个要怎么弄？哦，他在收摊，好可爱。
Incendio.
啊，这个是，就只是弄出一个。
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
好可爱！哎，里面有鱼耶！居然，我没想到，太远了吧？这边要进还是这边？这边。所以我还是不知道试炼是啥，只是让他有。
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio.
不是这里。弄完。
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
I don't know, Mr. Ollivander. Perhaps Professor Fig overestimates my abilities.
Oh, I sincerely doubt that. Eleazar Fig is not one for false flattery. If he believes in you, there is good reason. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts, always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh, yes. It's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return. And that power is immeasurable.
Has Megan.
Surely you could continue searching the Owlery.
One would think. However, the headmaster does not take kindly to an old wand maker loitering about the place. Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes and a bright mind like yours is sure to solve this riddle.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Revelio.
Bring.冲啊！
Hogsmeade, here I come.
等等，我有没有传点？为什么那么远？这也太远了吧！感觉直接传学校比较近。嘿，
我帮你开热水。
哦，好。
对，带着机器。叫我想我帮你吹。
哦。
你要喝吗？
不喝完了。
还要喝吗？
没有。到底是哪里？哈？哦哈。哦哈。
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
Perhaps another time.
Scared of losing?
Suit
Suit yourself.
对，没错。没空理你。谁玩这个球啊？无聊。
I've always said that travel broadens the...
对啊。超捷径。猫头鹰。
Revelio. The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
Yeah, 晕染。太多了吧
？Don't mind me, owls. I'm here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues? No statues here. I recognize those hands. The summoning charm should do the trick. Here's a welcome surprise. Nothing. I'd best keep looking. No statues here. Nothing. Oh, this will do nicely. I'd best keep looking. No statues here. Oh, I'll take that, thank you. Here's a welcome surprise.
我好像才捡了一堆东西在地上，太赞了，好像没东西捡。没东西拉了。
Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws. Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher.
Revelio.
Oh, somehow.
This will do nicely. Nothing. I'd best keep looking. No statues here.
Yeah. 好了，都有了。
What's happening?
大叫。好了。
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So, Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He's got a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I doubt he even noticed they were gone.
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. Who could resist? Sadly, it wasn't special enough to save my neck. I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentimental reasons, but as you can see, I never got the chance.
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Revelio.
Oh, 所以这里是他们猫头鹰休息的地方，然后要寄信的时候，它就会来，好可爱，好赞。我死了。我该不会要重跑剧情吧？哦，没有，存个档。超捷径都不行，这个很晕呢。然后我好奇下面那个是啥？哦，好晕哦。所以这是什么点啊？所以它是在上面，吐了。哦。要照明，点那个蜡烛，在哪？
a map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Incendio! Leviosa! Oh. 我先走到教授那边存档，然后就学习。是教授在哪？不是这里啊。啊？
哦，3等。好。
Nice to see you, my young friend.
外面就有怪，快！让我闪躲，笨狗。点呐！
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Professor, I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House, like you. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
对，你们要教我啊。 出去再走进来。问号。
I hope you're able to take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice. You seem to have the right answer. But Expelliarmus may save your life.
然后呢？看一下接下来要干嘛，然后就存档。哦，就是去。好，好多。晚安。这就是那个星盘，笑死！拿走。哦，我也收集太多这个了。 再存一次档。这里有蜘蛛欸。
What are you up to now? Revelio.
我刚才没看到。
Revelio.
You let Nora Treadwell go, didn't you? You're about to wish you hadn't.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
我放他走了，怎样？
Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms.
Revelio.
You've hurt many of my friends, and now you'll pay.
Revelio. Revelio. Off on another adventure, are we?
Done. 好，晚安。